What is good, people? Welcome back to another video on this lovely YouTube channel where I just speak about all things music related. Could be a review or it could be something that piqued my interest. And today is something that piqued my interest. YouTube ads have been a thing since the dawn of time. Well, not really since the dawn of time, but for a very long time. And within that, they have completely destroyed the user experience when it comes to watching YouTube. If it's not an ad that is Google related, it's definitely going to be another ad about a man or a woman trying to tell you why you don't get enough girls, or what mysterious question that needs to be answered as to why you can't get the amount of girls you want, only to lead you into a program that is ridiculously expensive at a very limited capacity. And if it's not that, then it's some type of Ty Lopez looking fake entrepreneur trying to tell you why in 2021 I have a program that will help you make 6 figures within the space of a month. It's pretty evident. Just look at the people who I hadn't paid at all to record a video saying that they've made an excess of £200,000 in the space of a month. Amongst all of that rubbish, over the past month or so, YouTube ads have kind of decided to take a different direction, and that is playing music. They've been pumping more and more music into these YouTube ads, and for some reason, it's been a very, very good experience. Having songs that I actually don't even look to press the skip button for, because either the production is good, or it's just a song that immediately catches my eye, or it's an artist that I'm familiar with. So this video, as you've already seen by the title, is basically about the songs that YouTube ads have put me onto. I've compiled a list of 6 particular songs that have piqued my interest, and I'll be speaking about them in detail. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Archibald III, and in this video, I'll be speaking about how YouTube ads are putting me onto music. Cue my intro. So the first song on the list is by an artist called Koji Radical, and the name of the song is 28 and Sublime. Now, Koji Radical is an artist that I am already familiar with. I've been listening to him roughly around since 2017, 2018, but one of his most important songs that really impacted me was Water, and that's what really got me invested into him. His very deep yet poetic and charismatic voice mixed with his poetic lyrics really make him a standout artist here in the UK, and it's no doubt that he has made and broken waves within the US, teaming up with various artists such as Mick Jenkins. And it's no surprise here that he delivers on this song 28 and Sublime, celebrating his 28th birthday with a nice, calm, chilled hip-hop, jazz, instrumental-like production. And the way he just cruises on this beat, the way he just glides, his flow is very effortless, and you can tell that he just made this in his sleep. And on top of that, when you listen to the lyrics of the songs, you can really hear how much Koji Radical is in a very contemplative mood, should I say. He speaks about his 28 years of living, as well as his experience growing up in the industry, but on top of that, the type of attitude he wants to bring, the type of mentality that he's going to go into in the years to come, as well as his goals that he set out for himself, whether it be achieving and making an album that will potentially want him to be Grammy nominated. I feel like an artist like Koji Radical is very, very capable of doing such a thing. And when listening to 28 and Sublime, it's no surprise that he is very much in album mode, but he's just in his creative element. And that's the reason why this song is on the list. If you are new to Koji Radical, I definitely implore you to go and listen to Kashmir Tears. He released that album, I believe, 2 years ago, and it still holds up till today. It's very, very well produced, it's very well written, and Koji Radical is a very creative individual in the UK music scene. Now, the next song on this list is by an artist called Noga Erez, and the song is called End of the Road. Now, when I first heard this song, when I was just watching whatever video that I was trying to watch, the one thing that really stood out to me was just the harmonization coming into the track. It really just starts off with her voice, and then as it starts to progress before the beats drop, you can hear the harmonization coming in. And that's what kind of stopped me from pressing the skip button. It was something that really caught my eye, and I thought, let me continue listening to this song. And I didn't regret it. The nice heavy pop influenced instrumental coupled by her very nice aesthetic. The music video is very interesting to say the least, but it's something that you can see that she's really starting to kind of grow into her own creative space. And she seems like a very in tune person with what she wants to do and how she wants her music videos to look like, as well as how she wants her whole aesthetic to be as an artist. And so Noga Erez is someone who I will definitely have on my radar. Now, she does have an album titled Kids that is set to release on the 26th of March. And there's already 4 pre-release songs, one of which is already this one, End of the Road. So if you're someone who's trying to get into a new artist, or just even trying to find someone new and branch into a new type of genre that you kind of haven't really taken time to listen to before, then Noga Erez is definitely someone that you should have on your radar and someone that you should look out for. Song number 3 is by a UK drill artist called K2B. Now, the first time I heard of K2B was when I was scrolling through Twitter and he had a pre-released song that he hadn't uploaded yet, but it would now be known as Paul Pogba. And I remember quote tweeting, I believe, this tune saying, yo, when is this song gonna come out? And lo and behold, I had somewhat forgotten about it. And then the YouTube ads somehow remembered for me that I needed to listen to this artist again. And so it put up this tune titled Coots. If you're unfamiliar with what Coots is a very prestigious bank, essentially for people who are millionaires. But K2B does very well in making this track his own. And what I mean by that is that he has a very good ability in making a very catchy chorus. If you listen to Paul Pogba and if you listen to this one, Coots, he has a knack for making a very strong chorus that's catchy, that's easy to remember, and that I know for a fact when we are freed from the shackles that is lockdown, it will pop off in a club. People are going to sing this song, mosh pits are going to happen, people are going to start gun leaning and doing what they feel best, do a nice jiggy bop to this song. And so K2B has only got 2 songs as far as I'm aware, that is Paul Pogba and Coots, and I genuinely feel right now he is 2 for 2, and I am excited to see what more he has left in the bank for him to release. So the next artist on this list goes by the name of daisysemo, and the track is titled Wavy. Now, this is another artist that has essentially branched out and taken influence from the UK drill scene, as you can hear by the production. But another thing that really stood out to me was the fact that these YouTube ads are pushing artists who are up and coming and fairly new to the scene. If you go to the video itself, it has a massive amount of views, but she's only got 333 subscribers or somewhere along those lines. And what I mean to say is that YouTube ads are for some reason in a very good way starting to understand that. Well, I don't even know whether they're understanding or whether this is just an algorithmic thing, but the way in which they're pushing these new up and coming artists, and there's quite a few more that I'll get into as we go into the list, but it's amazing. It's really dope to see how they're actually finding these little artists who are fresh into the scene, who are up and coming, and who are trying to sort of break their way, are appearing on these ads on channels that have millions of subscribers. And so when you go into these channels and you see that they've got hundreds of thousands of views, it's actually very nice to see. But also at the same time, it gives the artist a lot of confidence to say, wow, like this is a new platform, or this is a new way in which I can get my music out there. So daisysemo, very nice track. I can imagine 5-Year Foreign jumping on a remix to this. It's a very catchy, it's a very nice and simple and easily recognizable produced track that she just goes off on. And I'm going to be investing my time into seeing what more she comes up with, into seeing what more music that she can put out. It's still early days, and you can tell that there is opportunity for her to improve in. But with this track, Wavy, you can tell that she's on the right path already. And now, speaking of fairly fresh and new and small artists, this next song I would say is probably one of my favorites on the list. And that is by a duo titled Wombo Combo. And the tune is called Is You Is. So for those of you who don't know what Wombo Combo is basically a reference to a video game tournament known as Super Smash Bros. Melee. And the commentator essentially screams Wombo Combo as a match was going on, and a very, very insanely well-timed combo was going on, which again spurred the commentator to shout wombo combo. So if you're looking at it thinking, what the hell is wombo combo? Then that is it. I might play the video, but yeah.
Happy feet, wombo combo. That ain't Falco. That ain't Falco.
Now, when you listen to this track, it is absolutely fun. The way they just come in with "you gotta chill" is just so flipping amazing. And when you listen to the production, it's very Brockhampton, Emine and Smino-esque related, which makes it all the more fun to listen to. These two guys are lyrically sublime. I genuinely love this track. Like the way they just go in, the chemistry. The music video, you can tell, is low budget, but it doesn't even matter because the content of the music is very, very good. And I'm just so happy that I was actually put onto this song by a random YouTube ad. And what's even more insane, and what relates back to my previous point about daisysemo, is that these guys have 77 subscribers on YouTube. And the fact that this gem is just sitting there somewhere on YouTube just makes me realize how much more music is out there by smaller artists that we don't usually recognize. And so the power of YouTube ads is the fact that they're just pushing these small artists into the mainstream, again, on channels who have massive influence, have massive reach, and have massive engagement. It's just very interesting to me how just clicking on a video and how these type of ads were something that would be such a detriment to the user experience when going on this website is now sort of going into a lane where they're actually putting me onto artists that I actually want to invest in. And not only that, it's small artists who are very poignant and very up and coming. Jeez, I love the word poignant. But anyway, moving on to the next tune. So before I move on to the next song, Wombo Combo do have two projects that are available to essentially stream and listen to or purchase if you want. And that is Wombo Combo Sees the World Conquest. And the second one is Phase 1. So if you listen to the song and you like this one, Is You Is, then you can definitely have a look and listen to their projects as well. And let me know what you think too. Now, the last song on this list is by a group called Planet Giza, and the name of the song is called When the Moving Stops. Now, I was put onto this song by a friend of mine, but also before that, I was put onto Planet Giza by one of my favorite DJs and producers known as K-Tronada. So he had an Adult Swim mix, and if you haven't, again, I will link it in the description alongside all of the other artists that I previously mentioned. But when I listened to Planet Giza, they have a very, very strong knack for producing good quality music. And when it comes to When the Moving Stops, it's no different at all. The production hits, the lyrics hit, the flow is amazing. And you can tell that whether they get their inspiration from K-Tronada or whether K-Tronada gets their inspiration from them, it's equally good. And you can imagine that those two people, or Planet Giza and K-Tronada, will at some point, if they haven't already, will collaborate and make something very special. When the Moving Stops is a very, very hard-hitting tune. It's a very vibey tune. I've reloaded it many, many times, and it was just amazing to not only see that my friend put me on the song because I didn't know that they released it, but also at the same time, YouTube ads actually picking this up and, you know, exposing me to it. So it's just really dope. It's really nice to see that Planet Giza are getting their flowers, and I really, really want them to do very well this year. Now, at the time of this recording, they actually released an EP on the 12th of February titled Don't Throw Rocks at the Moon. So I will definitely be getting my hands gritty and dirty into this EP because I know that these guys are very talented. And when you listen to When the Moving Stops, you can really hear how much talent is within those three groups of guys. So that is it from me. Thank you very much for watching. It's honestly very amazing and very interesting to see how much music I was put onto through these YouTube ads, and whether it might be a recurring series or not if I discover any new music, I don't know. But let me know your thoughts. Let me know if YouTube ads have actually put you onto music, or whether it's just a standard old person trying to tell you how to do copywriting or make 6 figures within 2 months. So thank you very much for watching. I honestly appreciate it. As always, if you like the content, you already know what to do. Like and subscribe. Let me know how you think. Send me your thoughts. I'm definitely going to respond back, because I clearly don't have anything to do with my time apart from work and make YouTube videos. So, as always, I appreciate and love you guys, and peace.